Greetings, welcome to Ross Report's headline of the time. Continuing with ISIS. So the UN is actually stepping in, and they're saying that Iran, or at least one of their commanders, is in violation of a UN travel ban, because apparently they had some kind of sanctions put on them. So Iran's not supposed to go into Iraq and help out to fight against the Islamic terrorists, or the ISIS. That's crazy. That's really crazy. In a report on its website on Tuesday, Al Jazeera TV said Gulf Arab leaders have gathered in Doha, Qatar, to push forward plans to unified military command in an Interpol-like agency to counter regional foe Iran in armed jihadist groups. So, together with this coalition, they're going into the Middle East to counter regional foe Iran. However, Iran has dismissed the report. It's just pure media speculation, said we will not set our policies based on media reports. Rather, we make judgment based on official diplomatic negotiations and real cooperation that exists between Iran and countries of the Persian Gulf Cooperation Council. However, he added, certain countries outside the region may try to create division between Iran and the countries of the Persian Gulf regions through Iranophobia ploy. So Iran's calling it a strategic mistake by the OPEC to cut oil production. And they said some of the allies in the region have taken some measures based on wrong information and analysis, and they themselves have also suffered the fallouts, including the issue of support for Daesh. So Iran doesn't specify what countries it's referring to. It could be talking about Jordan. It could be talking about Iraq. But regardless, they see that there's countries, obviously, Gulf Arab States. I wouldn't consider Saudi Arabia to be an ally of Iran. I wouldn't think they would use that term. But regardless, they said that they bid on this information that was false. And in other words, they dropped production thinking it was going to benefit them in the long term. And Iran is saying that's not, they got had. It is not unclear to anybody that Daesh is the product of moves and supports and instrumental uses of terrorism by certain regional and extra-regional countries in order to change the situation in Syria and Iraq. Daesh has become a nuisance to all countries that knowingly or unknowingly had a role in its creation. So there you have it. Iran states, you know, that this group is a nuisance. It's a problem to everybody now. It says that there's countries that have knowingly created this group, and it is also a nuisance to those countries as well. Iran is using its influence to foster unity among groups in Yemen and help them against terrorism, because lasting security in Yemen will have direct influence on durable security in Iraq, Iran, and other countries in the Persian Gulf region. So Raud has reported that John Kerry wants a flexible Scampaign, and they're going to have the authorization of military forces. We reported they've already pushed that bill through. You know, they've been riding on the legalization from the Patriot Act and everything that happened after 9/11, but now they need further justification for this war. They obviously know that, you know, they're pinned to the ground at this point,